Our artist today, what you're looking at isn't actually a painting or an actual flat surface. It's actually a three-dimensional sculpture. It's very hard to tell from this photo, but it actually hangs and it spins. This artist wanted to be different than all sculpture artists before. What he wanted to do, instead of you walking around a sculpture, you were the person or the thing that was moving. He wanted the sculpture to move on its own. So what this actually does is this hangs down from the ceiling and these huge metal plates move. If we look at certain ones like this one that is actually sitting, those circles will actually rotate all different ways, and it's based on kinetic energy, based on air movement within the building or wherever it's at. Those will rotate different ways. You can see the size here. This is the National Gallery of Art. It is quite huge. Imagine these huge metal plates just hanging above you, just subtly spinning different directions. You can see the red plates and black plates, which are a part of this. What these sculptures are called, these are called mobile sculptures. Mobile sculptures. And you need to know that for the most important information. He created mobile sculptures. He's the first to do this. Again, he created mobile sculptures. His style, what we're going to write down, is mobile sculpture. So that's going to be kind of the same thing that you need to know. It's mobile sculpture. If you think to yourself, you may have seen something like this before. That is because if you think of little kids, babies in a crib, the thing that hangs over top of them, that is a mobile. The crazy thing is, he created these art pieces first, and then people realize, oh wait, what if we turn this into a small version because babies are entertained by it? So those things that are above babies, those mobiles, were created because of this artist, which is kind of crazy. The time period for this is 1950s to 1970s. Again, 1950s to 1970s. Here is something different. So he created moving sculptures or mobile sculptures, but he wanted to create the opposite at the same time. These are called static sculptures. You don't need to know that. But static means very still, not a lot of movement. Here is him. He actually did wire sculptures as well, where he would create people's faces with just one singular wire sculpture. And the question was, how do I turn a singular line into a three-dimensional sculpture? And that's how he did it. His name, Alexander Calder. Alexander Calder. He is a sculptor, mobile sculptor. He went to the Art Students League of New York. A lot of famous artists came from there. Again, Alexander Calder. Here is the image that I am going to show you, or Mr. Knight is going to show you. How I like to remember it is, these huge plates are turning in the air. So they're moving the air, and it is getting colder, or a little calder or colder in the room. So this is Alexander Calder.